All right. Hello, good evening, Stephanie. All right, I see that people are joining. Good. Okay, I see the rest are joining. All right, so good evening, guys. Can you see my screen?
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening, teacher.
All right, good evening, guys. So let's get started. So welcome. Today is October 6th, right? For today, guys, we'll continue with this unit, with unit 2, which is about staff and schedules, right? For today, the idea is that you're able to describe a colleague's routine at the workplace, right? That is the idea. You describe a colleague, probably your boss, if you know a little bit about your boss routine, or I'm planning for you to also describe your classmates' routine, right? Because that's the person that at this moment you can ask questions and you have access to that information, at least for today. Um, so for today, we have this agenda, guys. We have the review about the last class. We have a class review. It says describing a colleague's routine. It's a review basically about the previous class. Also, it says talking about food preferences. It's very common that in English, or even in Spanish too, when we talk about our preferences, we use some specific expressions. And the most common, it's like me too, right? But today I'm going to show you that there are other ways to show agreement or disagreement depending on your personal preferences. And we're going to bring the example about food because it's something that everybody knows. So to start, we are going to have a discussion about your food preferences, like an introduction. You may remember that yesterday we had a list of examples, right? You were reading a little bit of history about those examples, right? And we'll use that piece of information again, but with different questions. So these are the examples that we studied yesterday, right? We studied about the apple pie, chocolate, French fries, hamburger, sushi, etc. And I have some questions that I would like to discuss with you. Like the first one that I have, it's well, more than a question, it's like this, right? I need you to put the words in order, right? From your favorite to your least favorite, right? Your least favorite, actually. So, like, you have 8 options. I need you to pick, maybe because of time, pick just the top 5 maximum and organize them from 1 to 5. Which one is your favorite, right? The top, and which one is your least favorite, right? So number 1 is the top. Number 5 is like the very low or the last option that you can consider. Just to give you an
Very difficult to choose. All is delicious.
I agree with that too. Um, yeah, for me it was kind of challenging too, because all of them are very delicious. But let's see, probably in my case, my number five is this one,
The sushi.
the sushi. I mean, for me, it's not even an option, honestly. I would say the sandwich. Why? Because I sometimes eat sandwich in the morning, and I'm like a little bit bored of eating the same, so that's why. Number four for me, um, is apple pie for me again. Number three are hamburgers. Number two, this dessert. And number one, I would choose pasta. I love pasta. So I have my top five, right? If you notice, I just selected five. It's not necessary to select the 8 options that you have on the screen. So I have number one, pasta. Number two, ice cream. Number three, hamburger. Number four, apple pie. Number five, the sandwich. There are more options that they are kind of the same with the same level, I will say. It's not that I'm a fan of them. All right. Now for the rest, it's going to be the same, right? Choose from that top only five, right? And then I need you to tell me, right, or share with us your top five. This
Oh,
won't take much long. Yep. Tell me, Hector.
no. I talking low. Sorry.
Okay,
It's
no
I
problem.
should no teacher. We write some the option in I don't know in some paper or in the computer.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like whatever it's easier for you. If you're using a notebook, feel free
Okay.
to use your notebook, or if you're using your notepad, that's a wonderful option too.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm. Okay, but probably because of time, I'm gonna ask some of you this part only. Let's start with okay, probably I'm gonna start with Paula. Paula, good evening. What are your top five of these options? All right, maybe she's not there yet. Let's pick somebody else then. No worries. Um, okay, what about Julio? Okay, Julio, what is or what are your options from one to five?
Human teacher,
Yeah, from these options, I need you to select five that are your favorite.
five food. My
Mhm.
favorite.
Yeah,
Okay. My favorite is chocolate,
all right.
french fries,
French fries,
hambu-
uh-huh.
yes, hamburger, and ice cream cone.
Ice cream cone, okay.
Yes, the sandwich.
Sandwich, okay. And what is
Yes.
number one for you?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Yeah, from that list,
uh,
you told me five.
hamburger teacher.
Hamburger's number one, okay.
Yes.
And
With
number
with
five?
with the number five. Oh my God, the sandwich.
All right, the sandwich too. Okay, we had the
It,
same
it, it,
opinion.
it very hard. It very hard my decision.
Decision, yeah, I know. It's
Yes,
a
all is delicious.
I
Let's
know.
let's apple pie.
Okay, you don't like apple pie.
Yeah. No.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. All right, thank you, Julius.
Okay,
All
teacher.
right, now the next question that I have for you is, what are three other foods you enjoy? We have here only 8 options, but tell me other 3 options that they are not on the list, but we can definitely include. Uh, and we can discuss about them.
Pupusas,
Okay,
pupusas,
absolutely. Pupusas, yeah, this one. Another one that you might think
tamal,
of.
tamales,
Mhm.
tacos,
Tacos too. Yeah, Mexican food is delicious. Yep.
meat,
Yeah.
fish,
Yes, I'm sorry, Stephanie. Oh, probably it was an involuntary situation there. I'm sorry, Hector, continue. Mhm.
mm, fish, también, fish too, fish, meat, pork.
Yeah, good options too. All right, thank you. That's correct. Yeah, we have many options, right? And some of them probably they are more delicious than others. All right, thank you. Great job. And which ones or which have you eaten recently?
Me,
Which,
teacher.
Tell me,
In,
Julius.
in this moment is real moment. You watch tamal,
Uh,
tamal.
tam Tamal.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, teacher.
All right. Enjoy it. Buen provecho, right?
Thanks, teacher.
All right. That's a good example. I like that.
They,
Okay.
they
I'm sorry, Paula.
sounds the chicken.
Oh, okay. All right. That's another option. All right. Thank you, Paula. What about the rest? What have you eaten recently? ¿Qué es lo que han comido recientemente, right?
In my case, I recently eat sushi.
Sushi. Okay.
I think two days ago.
All right. Okay. And what's your favorite option? Talking about sushi.
Too many options. I have a favorite restaurant of sushi,
Mhm.
and this Sushi Ito. I love the one kind of sushi they made with banana, with no, plátano, with plátano.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Uh,
I know it's very rare. It's not common, but
mhm.
it tastes so good. Tastes so good with uh, the sauce. The sauce is how do you say anguila?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I'm gonna look for it.
Yeah, we taste with salsa de anguila. It's so delicious.
Okay. I didn't
And
know it.
the traditional, I love the traditional sushi, California roll, another type of rolls with spicy, with avocado, and shrimps. I love the sushi with shrimps.
All right. Okay. Good. Okay. It sounds delicious. I think that I have tried the one that you mentioned with plantain and I think it's cheese cream that they what they
Yeah,
add.
it's in sushi. The name of the roll is voladorcito.
Okay.
It's
It,
it's very Salvadorian because we use the plate plátano
mhm.
is
Yeah, the plantain.
plantain. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that sounds interesting. All right, thank you. All right. Now about that question answer, we call it eel. Yeah, I forgot that word.
Eel,
Eel. Mhm.
eel sauce.
Eel sauce.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the beginning, I don't like that type of sauce, but uh, when you put in a sushi, it tastes so different and make the sushi so delicious.
All right.
Yeah, my best friend tell me
Try
put
it.
some, yeah, put some sauce in the sushi because I only put the sushi in the bowl with soya.
Mm-hmm. The soy sauce. Okay, with the soy
Soy,
sauce. Okay.
soya sauce. But he said to me, taste the eel sauce. And he's right because it's so delicious.
All right. Yeah, that happens. Or I think that happens that sometimes um when something is new, we are like a little bit afraid of trying, but then we love those options. All right. Okay. Thank you guys. Again, I know that probably some of you're having dinner. Don't worry, enjoy your dinner. Actually, I was reading that expression here. Yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy your meal. This is what we say in English. Um, in Spanish, it's buen provecho, right? Enjoy your meal. Don't worry, I understand, right? You
Thank
want
you,
to have
teacher.
dinner, etc. Sure, no problem. All right, let's continue, guys, because again, we had lots of things to do. I will stop sharing my screen just for a minute because I need to check or take the attendance, right? Is Diana Carolina Martinez here? Good evening.
Good
All
evening,
right,
teacher present.
all right, thank you, Diana. All right, now what about Hazel Carolina? Buen día. Good evening. Are you here?
Good evening. Good evening, present.
All right, thank you, Hazel. Carlos Ernesto Martinez, good evening. Are you here? Maybe not. Eva Maria Anaya, good evening.
Good evening, teacher. I'm here.
All right, thank you very much. Raquel Mejia Santos, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
All right, thank you. Diana Sarai Rue, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
All right, thank you. Andres Contreras, well, Andres, he's sick, so he won't be here, right? Carlos Fernando Castillo, good evening. Okay, I believe that he's not here. All right, so let's continue with Julio Cesar Merino. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher. Present.
All right, thank you. Francisco Lara, good evening. Okay, he's not here. Then we have Darian Stephanie Perez, good evening.
Good evening, teacher. Present.
All right, thank you. Laura Carolina Cortez, good evening. Okay, she's not here yet. Ernesto Isaí Figueroa, good evening. Nope, it's not here, not yet. Petronilo Perez Martinez, Petro, good evening. Okay, it's not around, not yet. Paola Gonzalez, good evening.
Good evening, teacher. I'm here.
All right, thank you. Um, Hector, Mauricio, Ernesto, good evening.
Good evening, present teacher.
All right, thank you, Hector. Fresia, Noemi Alvarado, good evening.
Present teacher.
Thank you. And I also have Jason Benpicado. Well, no, it's in here. Okay. So thank you guys for the ones that said present. I will share my screen. Just give me a minute. Okay, we have this bar over here that it says describing a colleague's routine, right? So for this activity, right, you will describe a colleague's routine at the workplace, right? So we will discuss some questions, then we will work on some assignments, and then you will describe one of your colleagues' routine at the workplace. If you don't know the routine from somebody, at your office, you can like actually interview like a classmate and get that information and then just describe it, right? But we will discuss that later. Let's discuss some questions. This is kind of obvious, but who interviews future employees in your company? Who does it, guys?
Human
Human resources. Mhm. Okay, yeah, that's right, right. Human resources. They are the ones in charge of evaluating potential employees, right?
Yeah, in some case, I remember the first is the human resource, and later is the your boss,
Mhm.
and the
Yeah,
boss is the boss give the okay.
yeah, that is true, right? And it depends on the position too, right? That they have, they call it filters. So the first filter, yeah, is human resources. The second filter, it's mostly or most of the time, the manager, right, or the supervisor, if you want to call it in that way, the person responsible for that department, right? They explain what the job is about, your salary, if you agree, etc. And the last questions, what are 5 activities you do in a regular day at work? Think about it, 5 activities that you do in a regular day at work. Think about it, guys. Now, in this part, we have to be careful that I'm asking you activities that you do at work. So it's like if you tell me to take a shower, that's not part, well, I assume that is not part of the activities that you do at work, right? You should do it before you arrive, right? Okay. Because of time, I would ask. Let's see. What about Hazel? Good evening. What are 5 activities that you do in a regular day at work?
Hazel,
Yes, that is correct.
I have a meet, attend a client, the others, uh, uh, orga, organization, the route of the technical, the others, uh, I don't know, I don't know, the other,
Like, do you make phone calls? Do you call customers or clients?
uh,
Like
Mm,
for clients or suppliers?
yes, yes, supply plan.
All right.
That's all.
That's all. Okay, no promise. Great job. Thank you, Hazel. All right. Now let's ask someone else. What if I ask you, let's see, Eva, what are 5 activities? Or if you think of 3, that's all right. 3 or 4.
I think check the social medias all days, every hour. Quiero ver.
Maybe like post something.
Yes, I make back reports, or how do you say sistema de abastecimiento?
That's a good question. I will look for that because I'm not very sure.
Okay, that I make reports, sistema de abastecimiento de agua potable de todo El Salvador.
Wow. Okay, that sounds complicated. They reports about I
Me
would call
teacher,
it supply system.
me teacher.
Yeah, tell me, Julius.
Yes, my 5 activity in my day at work is um fear visit my clients
Mhm.
and to take orders of product um three um, I read the invoices to set if I I have no error.
Okay, invoices.
To see if I have no error, teacher. Yes,
Okay,
to
I
see.
will
Yes.
say that.
If I have no error.
Do not have any mistake.
After the I number 10, les pongo
Number?
number 10, I number 10.
Okay, put numbers. Numbers to what? To products?
No, voices 10.
Ah,
Oh yes. I finally I pack them to deliver them.
uh, the products to be delivered. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you, Julius. Great example.
Okay, teacher.
All right. Good. Very good. I like that Julius he included this word invoice, right? Or invoices, right? An invoice, it's like that piece of paper that some companies give you when you buy a product. Normally the invoice, it has a name, and I mean your name on it, the price of the product, the name of the company, all of those details. That's an invoice. It's different to a receipt, right? I will write those words here. Invoice, receipt, right? Like for example, receipt, it's the one does not have your name on it, right? This is a receipt. Like for example, when you go to Super Selectos, for example, they give you a receipt, right? It's the description of the product, but it's not your name on it, right? It's not important. But for an invoice, yes, it's a detailed piece of documentation with your name on it. With your name or your company's name on it.
Yes, is necessary. Is very important. The voices punch the number of the store
Mhm,
or the person.
exactly.
It's very important for the compound.
Exactly, for
Yes.
accountant.
Okay.
That's correct.
Yes.
Thank you.
Content. Yes. Okay.
Thank you, Julius. Yeah, that's correct, right? So keep that in mind, right? An invoice and a receipt. They are relatives, let's say, but they are not the same. All right, perfect. Great job. Let's continue, guys. We had this example here. We're gonna practice this conversation. I will read it. Probably I will read it twice, and then I will ask some of you to help me read in this conversation too. Okay. So it says, "Good morning, Marcus. How is your day going?" Pretty good. I just finished interviewing some potential employees. Then I had to talk to the staff about some changes in the schedule. I see. I saw some people in the reception when I came. Yes, I rescheduled some of them tomorrow. I need to make some calls in some minutes. Anyways, how about you? Use the usual. Checking that the personnel is ready and ordering the inventory. I thought ordering the inventory was Janette's job. All right, so that's the first time. I will read it again and then I will ask you to help me out. So it says, good morning, Marcos. How is your day going? Pretty good. I just finished interviewing some potential employees. Then I had to talk to the staff about some changes in the schedule. I see. I saw some people in the reception when I came. Yes, I rescheduled some of them tomorrow. I need to make some calls in some minutes. Anyways, how about you? Just as usual, checking that the personnel is ready and ordering the inventory. I thought ordering the inventory was Jeanette's job. All right, before we practice, do you have any question about this vocabulary, guys? Something that is not clear for you? Maybe new vocabulary? Nope? Okay, awesome. So in that case, I need 2 volunteers. We will practice this conversation.
I'm volunteer.
All right, thank you.
Me,
I'm
Trisha.
volunteer too.
All right, wonderful. I got 2. All right, well, actually I have 3. Let's do it like this. I will start with Hector and Eva, and then we will have Julio and somebody else. So Hector and Eva, you can start.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
Marcos.
Okay. Good morning, Marcos. How is your day going?
Pretty good. I've just finished interview some potential employees. Then I have to talk to the staff about some change in the schedule.
I see. I saw some people in the reception when I came.
Yes, I reschedule some of them tomorrow. I need to make some calls in some minutes. Anyways, how about you?
Just the usual, checking that the personnel is ready and ordering the inventory.
I threw ordering in the inventory was Janet's job.
All right, perfect. Okay, thank you, Hector and Eva. I just noticed that we had some difficulties just with this word, right? What was the other one? This one. this one we pronounce it like this one is schedule and reschedule, right? Reschedule. All right, great, thank you. Now, I have Julius as one of the volunteers. I need somebody else to help me.
Me, coach.
Okay, thank you, Paula. So I have Julio and Paula. Are you ready, guys?
Okay, I what way?
Okay, wonderful. Great. Whenever you're ready, you can start.
Yes.
Hello. Good morning, Marcos. How is your day going?
Very good. I just finished interviewed some potential employees. Then I have to talk to the staff about some change in the school.
I see. I saw some people in the receptions when I came.
Yes, I rescheduled Sunday tomorrow. I need to make some calls in some minutes. Anyways, what have what how excuse me what about you?
Just the usual. Checking that the personal is ready and ordering their inventory.
I thought ordering the inventor was Janet's job.
All right. Okay. Thank you, guys. Okay. Great job. Okay. So this is the example that we have here, guys. If you notice, they are talking about different activities that they do, right?
Talking about that.
So it says interviewing some potential employees, talk to the staff, make some calls, check in, ordering, etc. Right? Like what you were doing. Describing a list of activities, right, that you do in a regular basis, right, at work. Okay. So we have these questions. Let's try to get the answers for these questions. So question number one is, what kind of job does Marcos have? I'm gonna show the conversation again. What kind of job does Marcos have?
The Michael just intervening in interviewing potential employees.
Okay, yeah, that's one of the activities, but I want you to imagine, based on this description, what is his job? I mean, is he, let's say, is he a
Human
driver?
resource.
I'm sorry, Laura?
Human resource.
Okay, yeah, okay. So I already here, he works at the Human Resource Department, okay? Let's say that, all right, thank you. It sounds very busy, okay. What are some of his responsibilities?
Interview people.
All right, interview, okay, people or like future employees.
Or new employees.
I'm sorry, Colin?
Or new employees.
New employees, okay, yeah, that's right. What is another responsibility that you remember? Oh, okay, I'm gonna show the conversation again.
Change in the schedule.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
schedule.
The
Okay,
schedule, perdón. Yes.
yeah, that's okay, no problem. All right, yeah, that's right. Okay, perfect.
I think he's a manager because he talking about the staff. It's a type of manager. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that part too, because it says then I had to talk to the staff about some changes in the schedule. Yeah, it sounds like a manager or a supervisor, right? Somebody in charge of a group of employees, right? And the last question, how similar are the activities they do with the ones you do? Do you do something similar, guys? Do you interview people?
No.
Not at all. Okay. Do you talk to the staff at work? Mm,
Only for gossip.
okay. You know, like the polite expression is exchanging information.
Yeah.
Just to exchange information. Okay. What about, do you make phone calls, guys, every day? Do you make phone calls? Not really. Okay. So probably in that case, these activities are different than the ones that you do on a regular basis. Okay. It says take a look at some common tasks of personnel at a restaurant, right? How different or similar are with yours? So remember, this is at a restaurant. What is the first activity on this list? Let's say, Diana Sarai, what is the first activity that you see here? Can you read it, please? Only read it.
Meet
Mm-hmm.
meet the head chef to read
Review
review the week
weekly
weekly menu.
with the menu. That's right. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Diana. That's the first one. What about the second one? Let's see. Can you help me with the next one, Raquel?
Call marketing company about eso, ¿verdad?
Yes, that's correct.
Call a marketing company about promotional souvenirs.
Souvenirs. That's right. Thank you. All right. What about the next one? Let's see. Stephanie, can you help me with the next one? All right, Bruce is not there. Okay, what about Diana Carolina? Can you help me with the next one, please?
She go to the
Teacher.
bathroom, teacher.
I'm sorry?
Diana, she go to the bathroom.
Ah, she's in the bedroom. Okay, don't worry. I understand. Okay, thank you.
Teacher, anteriormente me habló a mí.
Yes. Mhm.
Ah, sorry. Es que pensé que había otro Stephanie.
Okay, no problem. All right, can you read could you read this one? ¿Puede ayudar leyendo esta, please? Only read this one.
Order the inventory.
Inventory, that's correct. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. When Mother Nature calls, that happens. Okay. Eva, can you help me with the next one, please?
Me?
Yes, please.
Talk to staff about change in the
Schedule.
schedule.
Schedule. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, Julius, can you help me with the next one, please? This one, Julius?
Yes, teacher. Interview potential employees.
Potential
Employees.
employees. That's right. Thank you very much. And Laura, can you help me with this one, please? With the last one. Or Hector, can you help me with the last one, please? Sorry.
The last one
Is this one?
okay. Check the weekly schedule.
Schedule. Okay. Perfect. Thank you very much. Now, if you notice, guys, these are very specific activities, right? And it's not very necessary when you list activities that you say, I meet, I call, I order. When you're just describing those activities, right? Normally, what people do is that they describe those activities like, okay, what are your responsibilities at work? Well, I call, for example, I call customers, make reports, uh, check invoices, send documentation to, and then you continue, right? If you notice, just like the very first one, we can use a pronoun, but for the rest, it's not that necessary, okay? Now, what I need you to do is the following, guys. We're gonna focus just on the first part over here. It says your tasks, right? So I need you to grade the tasks that you do in your workplace, right? And then we will have a discussion time, right? So you will be working in groups. But by now, I need you to grade, I will write this down over here. Write a list of 5 activities you do at work. I need 5, right? Only 5. But make sure that, again, they are related to your responsibilities at work, right? I'm not talking about your daily routines. I'm talking about your responsibilities at work. For this activity, I will give you like 3 minutes maximum. 3 should be enough. And then I will open some breakout rooms for you to discuss those options. But by now, you have 3 minutes. Write down those options. Your notebook, if you have a notebook, or if you prefer your computer or cell phone, that's a good option too, okay? So 3 minutes running now. If you have any question, let me know.
No, teacher, for me, no.
All right, okay, perfect. So in that case, think about those examples, guys.
The task is the things we do in our work. Really?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Teacher, excuse me.
Yeah,
I
tell
am
me.
out. I am out. Break the room. Excuse me, teacher.
No. I mean, don't worry. Right now, I haven't created the recap rooms. Right now, we are working
Okay.
together.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Teacher is not in the breakout rooms. Is open.
Right now, yes. Right now, I'm giving you the time to write the ideas, right?
Oh,
and then,
okay.
And then
I waiting for the breakout rooms.
No, don't worry. Right now, I haven't opened the recap rooms yet.
Okay. I lost time now. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. Maybe I didn't explain myself clearly. Yeah, it's like first you grab the examples, and then I open the recap rooms. That's why I said I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. So if you have any question like, hey teacher, how do you say this? I can help you here. And then in the breakout rooms, you exchange that information. All right, well, I believe that you might be ready. What I'm planning to do right now is now I will open the breakout rooms, okay? And you will discuss those examples with your partners, right? It's so you will be asking questions, or only the only question that you will ask right now, it's like, okay, uh, what are your examples about the activities you do at work?
Sure, I can say,
Mhm.
no, ajá, sí, I can say cotizaciones.
Yes, you can, but is your question like, how do you say, or
How
if
do
you
you
can say
say?
it? Oh, okay,
How do you say? How do you say cotizaciones in English?
that's quotes,
Quotes.
quotes, quotes. Like for example, I make quotes or I send quotes to, right?
Okay,
Mhm. Yeah, great question.
thank you.
You're welcome. So in that case, guys, you will be asking that question. It's like, hey, what are your examples about the activities that you do at work, right? Pay attention and write, right? Write your, or write the examples from your classmates. I will say this here, right? Your classmates, sorry, your classmates examples. That's important. It's not just listening. Actually, it's listening and writing, okay? I mean, you listen to your classmates, but you write down that information too, okay? So for this activity, I will give you like 4 minutes maximum for you to exchange that information. I will be joining the breakout rooms too, just in case if something is not clear or you need to ask me some information. All right, here we go. I'm opening the breakout rooms. Right now, you will have rooms with 4 or 3 people. Remember, 4 minutes right now. So make sure that you work with your classmates, right? All right, I see that almost everyone is there. I'm missing just a few. All right, now I'm missing just one. All right, I'm just missing Eva to join the breakout room. Okay, but in the meantime, I will be like joining the breakout rooms just to make sure that everything is on the right path. Here we go. Okay, I was checking just the breaker rooms. They are still working on this activity to write their tasks or their responsibilities at work. I noticed that they need probably like 2 more minutes, so I will give them like those 2 extra minutes for them to complete this activity, and then we'll close the breakout rooms. Okay, they have plenty of time. Now it's time to check their answers. I will close the breakout rooms. They have a minute to complete this activity, and then we will close or we'll discuss this information together. Right. Okay, I see that they have less than 5 seconds to complete this activity. All right. Okay, now I see that everybody is back, so it's time to discuss the answers or the examples actually from your classmates. I will write this question here. Who do you work with? Who did you work with? Do you remember? What is the meaning of this question, guys? Who do you work with? Do you remember? What's the meaning of this question? Who did you work with? No? Okay. When we say who do you work with, it means con quién trabajó, right? So who did you work with in the breakout room, right? So that's gonna be my question. But let's start up. Let's start, for example, with Paula. Good evening, Paula. Who do you work with, Paula?
I work with Laura and Raquel, creo que es Raquel.
Raquel.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, do you remember one of, like in this case, one of Laura's example? One of her routines or her tasks at work?
She 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 make she makes reports the balance the
Mhm.
company about the balanced company. Other takes she makes worksheets worksheets.
Worksheets. Uh-huh.
Other activities there Raquel is she she cleans the old company.
Plans. Okay. The whole company. Okay.
All de toda la compañía.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's like when we say the whole, it means it's the same.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, it's a synonym. Mm-hmm.
In my activity or takes, um, I make reports the materials for export at Guatemala.
Okay. About materials to export to Guatemala. Okay. All right. Okay. That sounds very interesting. All right. Okay. Thank you, Paula. Great job. All
Thank you,
right.
teacher.
You're welcome. You did a great job. The next person. Let's ask. Uh, probably Hazel. Hazel, who do you work with?
Um, the moment, please.
Mhm.
Is a Julius demanding planning, purge of the raw materials, a close deal with clients, a planned delivery route.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So you only worked with Julio, Hazel?
Darian and I don't remember the other
Good evening.
one.
Mhm. All right. Okay. But what was one of the examples from Darren?
No los pudimos compartir, no sé si puedo compartirlo aquí en el chat, teacher.
Okay. Okay. That's okay.
Okay.
All right. Good. All right. Thank you. Yeah. All right. That works. The example that you shared about Julius. Thank you, Hazel.
Tengo los de Julio.
Ah, okay. Tell me the ones about Julio.
Give me one moment
Sure.
para
No
compartir
problem.
la imagen. Ah, ok. Julio tax sería his tax in your work are
Mhm.
first use your client his client second order taken fourth number to boys no, third in your in his house to check the bills boys and
All right.
for number the boys and finally package the voices to something
I'm sorry, can you repeat it one more time?
Okay, one moment.
Only the last one, solo la última, I'm sorry.
Okay, to send team.
Okay, to send.
Team. Teacher, no lo puedo compartir por acá la imagen. La voy a compartir por WhatsApp.
Okay, no problem, that's okay.
Okay, in my case, my task at work is receive factories, make checks for employees. No sé si esa es la forma correcta de escribirlo, de que hago los cheques de los empleados, de los compañeros.
Yeah, it could be an option for employees, yeah.
Send emails at the suppliers.
Suppliers,
Receive checks, and to emit factories.
Okay. That's what we call an invoice. That's an invoice. It's not like factures, it's like invoice. Eso es lo que le decimos factura in English, right?
Invoice. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so she's in charge of the payroll too. Okay. Great. Okay, good. Now, when we talk about, guys, your responsibility or your tasks at work, if you notice, they are different, right? For some of you, it includes like making reports. For some others, it's not that necessary. Some of you are in charge of something extremely important in a company, which is about payments, right? That's an easy and sensitive topic. Not like easy, I would say sensitive topic, right? Especially for employees, right? No money, no honey for some people, right? Okay. All right, perfect, guys. Thank you very much. Let's continue because we have some other things to do. We've been doing this so far, right? When you describe those activities for your classmates. Now we're going to talk about food preferences, right? So you will compare your food preferences using the expressions of agreement and disagreement. Do you know what is the meaning of this? When we say agreement and disagreement? What is this, guys? Agreement and disagreement.
Desagrado.
Like that. Like for disagreement, yes. Or when you have the same opinion, right? Agreement, disagreement, right? So it's different opinions, right? So that's what we're gonna learn today, right? Like for example, when we were talking about sushi, you remember this was a sensitive topic before. Sushi. Okay, how many of you like sushi, guys? Do you like sushi? Yeah, some of you like sushi.
Yes, I like.
You like it. Okay, so imagine, for example, Raquel and Hector. All right.
Teacher,
Mhm.
teacher, sorry for the interruption, but I have disconnect. I have my grandson sit with a fever.
Oh, okay.
I need attend my grandson, teacher. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
No
Okay.
problem. Don't worry. Don't worry. See you on Monday. Don't worry.
O voy a estar, pero ahorita lo atiendo y regreso si puedo.
Okay.
Teacher.
Sure.
Thanks.
Don't worry.
Same for you understanding.
No problem. I understand. Thank you. Thank you for reporting. All right. So that's agreement, right? That's an agreement, right? They agree. Están de acuerdo, right? They agree. Ellos están de acuerdo, right? That sushi is delicious. But imagine in my case, I don't like sushi, right?
In my case, I don't like sushi.
Right? Yeah, right? Yeah, in English, we say like, ew, right? That is the guacala in English, right? Ew, right? So imagine in that case, Victor and Paola disagree, right? Sushi, right? Or they disagree the opinion about sushi. It's like imagine sushi for dinner, imagine paella at night. It's like, no, thank you, right? It's not an option for me. But for Raquel and Hector, it's like, please, sushi tonight, right? Like, sushi night, wonderful idea, right? Okay, so that's what we will learn today. We have this example over here. These are some people planning what to eat out, right? We have two people here. I will play this conversation. I need you to pay attention because there is a second part of this conversation, but it's important that we understand the first one. Just give me a minute. I will just share the audio.
Como decir vino blanco.
Okay. I'm sorry, Laura.
Sorry.
I heard something. Do you have a question?
No, sorry.
Okay, that's okay. All right, no problem. All right, so can you hear or do you
What
listen
would
to
you
audio?
like?
Do you listen to audio? Yep.
Yes, teacher.
Page 86. Exercise 2. Conversation. I'm tired of shopping. Part A. Listen and practice.
Hey, do you want to get something to eat?
Sure. I'm tired of shopping.
So am I. What do you think of Thai food?
I love it, but I'm not really in the mood for it today.
Yeah, I'm not either, I guess. It's a bit spicy.
What about Japanese food?
Fine by me. I love Japanese food.
So do I. There's a great restaurant on the first floor. It's called Kyoto Garden.
Perfect. Let's go try it.
All right. So this is the conversation that we have here, right? So what is the food that they decided at the end, guys? What are they going to eat?
Japanese food?
Japanese food.
Japanese foods, right? Exactly. So that is the first part, right, of the conversation. And then the next part it says, what do they decide to do after eating, right? So by now, they are done. They finished eating. But what is next? That's what we're gonna find out, right? If there is something they don't want to do. So let's listen the second part. We're gonna listen the second part. Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the second part.
Page 86. Exercise 2. Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. What do they decide to do after eating? Is there something they don't want to do?
Wow, that was delicious, but I'm full.
So am I. I'm in the mood for something relaxing. What about a movie?
Good idea. What do you want to see?
Anything, really. We can see what's playing.
Okay, but no romance. I promised to see the new Ryan Gosling movie with my sister. One romance movie is enough.
You're a good brother.
It's her birthday next week. That's the only reason why.
All right, that was funny. So what do they decide to do after eating? What is the answer, guys?
Go to see movies.
All right, so they will see a movie. Okay.
But not romantic movies. The guy, Simon hates the romantic movies. And I agree with him.
You agree with him, okay.
Yeah,
So,
one romantic movie is enough.
for a lifetime, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's pretty much what they said, right? So they are planning to see a movie, right? They didn't mention if this would be in the cinema or where, but yeah, that's what they're planning to do. Okay, now and even in English and in Spanish, right, we use some expressions to show agreement. Before I explain that, I will show you what I mean. How do you say, guys? How do you say in English, for example, right? They said, oh, I love, imagine the conversation, I will put it like this. Imagine the conversation is between Laura and what, an actor, right? Laura says, I love fried fish, right? It's just an example, right? I love fried fish. How do you say in English? A mí también. Any idea? How do you say a mí también in English?
I love fried fish. Yes, I love it. I love it too.
I love it too. Okay.
I love fish too.
Me
No,
too.
no. It's something the conversation is. Yes, yeah, yes, am I? Yes, am I? No.
Well, in this
Agreed.
case,
Agreed.
I agree.
I agree.
Or me
I agree.
too. Right? Yeah.
I
You know, like
agree.
the standard answer, it's me too, right? Like when somebody tells you, I want you to pay attention here. I love fried fish. So the idea is in affirmative, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love fried fish. Oh, me too, right? That's the standard answer, right? Everybody uses that option. Oh, me too. That's delicious. I love it, right? That's what people say. But imagine we do it differently and like the conversation now is between Paola and me, right? And Victor, right? So Paola says, right? I hate fried fish. Is this affirmative or negative?
Negative.
It's negative, exactly, right? Because when I say I hate, this is a negative meaning, right?
When you say
Exactly, right? When you say that, in that case, it's like something that I don't like. How do you say, or how do you respond that situation? Is it correct? Me too?
No, it's
No.
incorrect.
Is it correct?
Yeah,
Like a mí también is correct even in Spanish?
depends the situation. Imagine Victor don't he likes the fish, but in that case both hate fish.
Uh-huh. How do you answer that even in Spanish? A mí también is correct. Odio el pescado frito. A mí
yo
también, is
tampoco.
that correct?
A mí también.
Yo
No, it's not
tampoco.
también. A mí, right? Tampoco, right? That's the negative. So in English, the standard it's me neither.
Neither.
Me
Me
neither.
neither.
This is very informal, okay? This is extremely informal, right? So this is in negative. This is in affirmative, okay? Or another way, if you want to have it clearer, it's like, I don't like fried fish. Okay? It's the same idea. I don't like, I hate, or I dislike is the same. It's negative. So in that case, the answer is me neither, right? A mí tampoco. And that's a very common mistake even in Spanish, right? For any reason, we say me too for everything, and that is not correct. For any reason, right? So that's why I'm using like English and Spanish right now, because I want you to have that clear. If it is a negative, we say me neither, a mí tampoco. If it is affirmative, me too, a mí también, okay? Are we clear with that part, guys?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, perfect. This is the standard, okay? Everyone uses these expressions, but there are some other situations when, imagine you are in a professional environment, right? We don't use informal expressions. In those cases, we use formal expressions. That's what we will learn today. This is a little bit more challenging, but it's possible to learn it. So we use so, to, neither, and either. We have the first example here. I would play those examples because it's better if you listen to them.
Page 87. Exercise 3. Grammar focus. So, to, neither, either.
I'm crazy about Italian food.
So am I.
I am too.
Oh, I'm not.
I can eat really spicy food.
So can I.
I can too.
Really? I can't. I like Japanese food a lot.
So do I.
I do too.
Oh, I don't like it very much.
I'm not in the mood for Indian food.
Neither am I.
I'm not either.
Really? I am.
I can't stand fast food.
Neither can I.
I can't either.
Oh, I love it.
I don't like salty food.
Neither do I.
I don't either.
Oh, I like it a lot.
All right. So these are some examples. What I want you to pay attention, guys, is that depending on the idea that we use, the answer that we use, it's necessary to use it with the same structure. For example, we say, I'm crazy about Italian food. So the possible answers, imagine we have the same opinion. It's like, so am I am too. And if it is a different opinion, oh, I'm not, right? I can eat really spicy food. I can eat, so can I can too. This is the easiest form when we use like the second column, like this one. For you to take it into consideration. But as I mentioned before, the ones that normally people use when they are speaking is me too or me neither. What I'm showing you right now, this is more formal, right? Imagine you're speaking with your boss, and your boss is an American, a native American speaker. They understand what we say me too or me neither, but in a very formal and professional meeting, it's not appropriate to use these expressions. In those scenarios, we
It's
suggest
not usual to use in English, teacher. It's
Which
very
ones?
formal.
Which ones?
Neither. Neither.
Neither. I mean, it's very common to use it. The only difference is that these two examples that I'm sharing here, they are more common in informal situations. Okay. These two, this is for informal situations. Imagine you're talking with a friend, with your relatives. It's not necessary to be formal. But these other examples here, these are for formal situations. So that's why they look more complex.
Depends the people, I think.
Yeah, it depends the person, the situation, right? That will influence on like the expressions that you should use, right? It's not mandatory that you use just these ones in formal situations, but it gives a different impression. Okay. I will suggest the following. I think that I will take a screenshot of this one. Yeah, okay, here we go. All right, I will send you the screenshot here in the chat. And the intention is the following. I need you to please individually, right? Because we don't have much time. Oh, before I forget it. These are some, this is some vocabulary when we talk about food, right? For example, the first one, how do you call this in English, guys? What is this?
Rice.
Rice, exactly. So if we say, if we talk about rice, it usually, right, we can find it bland, right? It's easy to eat. Now you see here, we have pastry, right? So we call it delicious, right? Like imagine a big semita meluda with coffee, that's delicious, right? Well, let's move forward. That's too much right now. Now we have here, how do you call this in English, guys?
Onion rings.
Onion rings, right? They are
Very greasy onion rings.
very greasy. Yeah, that's true. Even pupusas, right? They are delicious, but they are greasy, right? Normally. Now, we have a bowl here with fruit that's healthy. We have red pepper here. This is spicy, salty, right? These are like, actually, these are chips. They look like if they were Lay's, right? So that's an example of salty. And then we have here rich, but rich in sugar, right? Because it's, what is this, guys? How do you call that? What's the name of it? Uh-huh.
Brownie.
Yeah, it looks like a brownie, right? Or like I'm not sure if it is like a brownie or a piece of cake. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's rich in sugar and fat and everything. So this is like useful vocabulary. We're gonna work in this part. It says great responses to show agreement with these statements, then compare with a partner. So I need you to answer this statements here, right? For example, I'm not crazy about Italian food. What should be the answer here, guys?
I'm not.
I'm not. I'm not too is correct.
I'm neither.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna show you that one. Hold on. It's here.
Mhm.
So I am.
No, oh, I'm not.
I'm
Okay.
not.
No,
It's
I'm not.
negative.
It's negative, exactly. So in this case, it's so am I
It's
because it's
disagree.
negative. Exactly.
The,
What
the
I was
answer is
trying to
disagree.
for the example that I previously shared, yes. So if we say I'm not two, that is not correct. This should be, I would write it here. Not either. I'm not either. Or if you remember, I told you me, neither. Pay attention here. Not either, me, neither. What do you see here? What is the difference?
The first is formal and the next informal.
And the next one is informal. Yes, that's a good comment. What is another difference that you see here? I'm not either, me neither. What is another difference?
The use of I'm and me.
Yes, that's another one.
It's
But
the
there is,
same, but the first is very formal.
it is very formal. That's correct. But I want you to pay attention here. This one, we use not,
Not
and this one is
I
either. Mhm.
either.
Without the N. And
and
this one
the another with the N is negative, teacher.
is
Neither.
negative. Exactly.
Oh,
It's negative. It's negative. These two are negative. Okay. All right. Now, what about number two? I can eat any kind of food.
I can too, maybe.
All right.
Oh, so can I?
So can I? Exactly. So what we need to pay attention here is that we are using the same. Just remember with negative, that's the tricky one. Okay. You still have 8 more sentences. It's gonna be a piece of cake. I would open the breakout rooms for you to have fun in groups. Okay, you will have fun. So I'm opening the breakout rooms. It will be, yeah, 3 people per room, but you will have 4 minutes, 4 minutes maximum. I will be joining the breakout rooms and we will discuss together just in case if you have a question. Okay, so 4 minutes running now, and then we will discuss those answers. Okay, so they're in the breakout rooms. I will join some of these rooms. I will join this one first. Okay, they are still working on this activity. Some of them, they have like some questions or confusion about it, but they're working together. I'm just gonna share the screen. Here we go. Okay, so they're working on this activity. I was just working with two groups. I'm just missing one. I will check that one. And then I will, after this, or after that, I will give you like 2 more minutes to complete this part. Okay, okay, this took more time than expected, but that's okay. They've been discussing like this topic in groups. I see that they were a little bit maybe like confused on how to use some affirmatives and negatives, etc. But so far, they're doing a great job. I would close the record room because I don't have more time. So they have a minute to finish up this activity. Well, by now they have less than 40 seconds to complete this activity, and then we will discuss together the answers that they got. All right, I see that everyone is back here. So let's discuss the answers that you have. Okay. Okay, what about number 3, guys? What should be the right answer? I think Indian food is delicious. This was a little bit tricky, but what is the answer? Is it correct if I say so?
Eat Indian
So can I?
food.
I'm sorry?
I never eat Indian food.
I never eat Indian food. Okay, that's like another way to say the opposite. Okay. But imagine if in this case I say we have the same opinion, right? And I say, I think Indian food is delicious. So can I is correct, guys? Or so do I? What do you think? Option 1 or option 2?
For me, so do I.
Yeah, that's right. So do I. Or I do
Too.
too. Exactly. And remember, what is informal way to say this, guys?
Me too.
Me too. Me too, exactly. Great job. And then it says, I can't stand, right? No soporto, right? No tolero, right? I can't stand greasy food. Hmm? I can either is correct.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I can't.
I
I
can.
can't. I can't.
Really, I can't.
I can't either.
And another is neither can I.
Neither can I. And the informal?
Me neither.
Me neither.
Me neither, exactly.
Me
Yeah, I
neither.
know. Me neither.
Oh.
I don't like salty food.
I don't.
I do too,
I don't.
or I
No,
don't like.
I don't. I don't eat it. Maybe. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't eat it.
I don't either. Yes. Neither. What? What is the other one?
Neither. Neither do I.
Neither do I. And the informal?
Me neither again.
Me neither. Exactly.
Me neither.
Me neither.
Yeah.
More easy.
Exactly. It's easier. Do you remember that I told you that Americans, they prefer using the easy form? That's the reason. Okay. I'm in the mood for something spicy. How do you say yo también in this case in English?
Me too.
Okay, this is the informal. Okay, we're gonna start with informal. Okay, me too. Now I'm gonna help you. I am. Where am I put it like? So.
Do I?
It says
No.
So am I.
So am I. So am I.
I am too.
I do.
But the easy form is, what is the easy? Me too, right? For
Me
number
too.
6. What about number 7? I'm tired of fast food.
So I am.
Okay, so am I.
So am I. Sorry.
The other option is, we just turn it around. We just change the order. I
am too.
am too. And the informal?
Me too.
Me too, right? What about number 8?
I don't either.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
either.
Either.
Yeah, either.
Uh-huh.
I don't either.
I'm
No.
not either.
No.
Or no.
I mean,
No.
because it says I don't. I don't.
Oh, don't. It's
The other one is?
Neither do I.
Neither do I. And the easy and informal way?
Neither do.
Me neither.
Me?
Me neither.
Neither.
It's a little bit confused, but not much.
Not much. It's just practice. If you notice, it's just practice. All right. Number 9. I always eat healthy food. What is the easy form?
So do I.
So do I. Exactly. Great job. So do I. The other one? I
Do too.
do too. And the informal way?
Me too.
Me too. Great job. Exactly. And the last one? I can't. How do you say yo tampoco in English?
Me neither.
Okay, that's the easy form. Yeah, me neither. The other
I
one?
can't either.
I can't either. And the last one?
Neither can I.
Neither can I. Exactly. Yeah, it looks like a tongue twister a little bit, right? Parece trabalenguas, right? A little bit. But it's just a matter of practice. My recommendation is pay attention to the situation, the person, and everything. For example, in class, right? If you're talking with your classmates, we can say me neither or me too, right? Those are like the easy forms. You don't need to make any change. Only pay attention that it makes sense. It has a connection, right? And that's it. That's it. Like, let me give you an example. We're gonna use this. We're gonna use the informal expressions only. Right now, only informal. Imagine if I say, and then you tell me, right? You tell me if you tell me me too. Remember, me too is positive or affirmative. Me neither is negative or I don't agree. For example, imagine I say pupusas with curtido and sauce is delicious. What is your opinion?
Me too.
Mhm.
Me too, teacher.
You too. Okay. So we have the same opinion. Okay, perfect. Another opinion that I have, let's say, oh, tacos with uh with pepper is not delicious. Tacos with pepper is not delicious. Do you have the same opinion? Do you agree or you disagree?
I don't.
I don't either.
Okay, you don't either, right? You don't agree. Okay. Yeah, it's true, right? It's like it's not that delicious. For some people, it is not. Okay. We will study this the next class shortly. You know, I'm not gonna focus much on this part. But it's just practice, okay? On Monday, I'm planning to have like a review of everything. So I'm planning to have some activities for you to practice everything that we have studied, okay? So get ready because we'll practice a little bit more, okay? But I just noticed that it's time already, guys. I took an extra minute, but it's been a pleasure to be with you guys. Thank you very much. See you on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend, guys.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
teacher.
Bye,
Thank
teacher.
you, teacher.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.